I'm Will, he, him, and I play Moxie, she, her.
I'm Sarah, she, her, and I play Freya, she, her.
I'm Steve, he, him, and I play Ora, he, him.
I'm Imi, she, her, and I play Ahmaya, she, her.
I'm Mike, he, him, and I'm playing Eugene Bannatyne, he, him.
I'm Ruthie, she, they, and I play Sentinel / Jax, they, them.
I'm Charlie, he, him, and I'm your DM. So everyone is back around the table. Welcome back, Steve and Mike.
Yay! I was here. I was just hiding under the table
the whole time. Quick recap. You guys have only been in Delnori a handful of days, but you've already made a very big impression on a few groups of people. One of those people is Ripper, who helps out with the Chasm Pigs. You helped out a man called Jeffram with a strange problem he had with some creatures. And then you started investigating a strange group called the Touch Lotus, and you uncovered an old abandoned base that was a kind of fossilized temple underneath the canal, empty and abandoned. And then you finally, after a very busy couple of days, you took some time to rest. And that morning, the gang split up a little bit. Eugene and Ora leaving in the early hours, very hungover from a night of drinking, on their separate errands and things like that. Eugene left a letter to say that he was going to be going to the sweet shop. A note, sorry. A little note.
4-page note.
Front and back.
And the rest of the team, you guys decided to take a day shopping. And you went into the maze market, of all places, where you bought a number of things, some weapons, some armour, and you then stumbled across a rumoured alchemist. You heard about him pretty soon after you entered the city, and he'd been trading. The rumour was he'd been trading blood, or taking blood from people and giving them in return a cure-all, and he was curing people of all sorts of ailments, and it was all a bit weird. You stumbled across him, and you guys decided, with a little bit of suspicion, let's investigate this guy. And I know you haven't caught up, Ora, so I'll kind of paint the picture. They investigated in two groups. Ahmaya and Freya, Ahmaya and Moxie,
correct,
and Freya and Sentinel. And Sentinel disguised herself as a very ill individual and pretended that she needed some help.
That was brilliant. That was so good.
And it wasn't. The principle of it was, let's try and get some of this stuff that this guy's been handing out. And so you did, kind of forgetting very successfully, but you're kind of forgetting that he would have to take your blood first. And in that moment, you allowed him to take your blood.
Forgetting the tiefling's blood is also a slightly different colour to everyone else's blood.
So you were disguised. I think you were disguised as like a half elf, maybe. Yep. And the blood came out, and obviously, like crap, it's a little bit darker, the tiefling blood. But he didn't comment. He gave you the cure-all, and you parted ways. And Ahmaya and Moxie hung behind for a bit, distracting him enough to get Zeal to pop down the tent, grab he couldn't tell what blood was what, so he just grabbed everything and ran.
Did you say how many vials he got?
I think there were 5.
That's a lot of blood.
Broke one, and we got 4 out.
Yeah.
Nice.
And one of them was successfully identified as yours, which you then destroyed and threw the remains into the marina, I think. Meanwhile,
he revealed his identity.
Oh yes, sorry. Before the destruction of the blood,
huge bombshell.
The big bombshell, was as you were leaving him, he said, "Find me if you ever need anything, if you're ever sick," and he gave his name as Dolan Crissaphaene. The man or the individual that you know, who seems to be funding or at least employing the Touch Lotus Guild at the time, and their current endeavour appears to be fixing this weird archway under the ground that you uncovered in those strange tombs. Anyway, briefly after that, Ahmaya decided to run to the Dayton Arms while the rest of the crew went to a different inn in the Plaza District called the Night Mountain to follow up on some information you got from your thieves' camp carving. You're introduced in the Night Mountain to the Lamore family. Mordarin, the son of the mother who appears to be in charge. The woman who appears to be in charge. She gave you a job after some debating. She revealed that she knows who you are and she's aware of the past crossings with her family and the fact that effectively your uncle killed her brother-in-law, but
they did try to kidnap Moxie.
They did try and kidnap Moxie, and it was like,
Had it coming.
yeah. She seemed happy to give you a job. Was very callous about the way she gave it, and basically it was go find the Odmium crew, and they've got some kind of map or something that they want. Kill them all, take it, and we'll pay you 1,000 gold. And as you were leaving, Mordarin the son, who you kind of had built up a little bit of rapport with before meeting the mother, he basically said, "Don't do it. She's crazy, and I'm more interested in leaving this goddamn family." Basically, at the same time, Ahmaya was in Dayton Arms having a good time, having a stakeout and lots of food. And at the end of the day,
you didn't get the chocolate soup.
Yeah, you did.
I did
afterwards,
yeah.
A man came in with a brass plate over his eye. You all had a bit of a clash with a member of the Touch Lotus. He was looking for a half-elf and a tiefling, is what he said. You then left, running down the alleyways and communicating via a sending spell from one of the other guys. Sentinel. You met in the middle of the plaza, and as you kind of grouped up, Freya, you saw the kind of stepping into the shade, this man with the brass plate of his eye looking at you all, and he steps into the shadows.
Yeah, they're screwed. We'll start our own.
Wasn't it just me and Ahmaya and everyone else was hanging back? That was how I remember.
Yes, yeah, you guys were in the other bar. Yeah, so you got like the big square. You were coming out of the sort of maze of alleyways from one side, and the rest of you were hanging back in the middle bit, and you were in the middle.
I
in the fountain area. Yeah. So the plaza. It's the sort of the end of the day at this point. This vast cobbled square, you're near the fountain of the emperor kneeling, and the kneeling vassal king. The maze market is a tangled web of saturated hawkers, tents, and residents making a shamble of alleyways and tall inns around the outside. This resident market, and then above it all is this plateau, this cliff of stone, the cream wall of the dais ward, and above it you guys can just see the spires peeking over this cream wall. One or two of those spires are chimneys for the guilds. Another is of the whispered word. It's like a coiling obelisk, and they kind of catch the sunlight above the shade of the seawall. And we're going to go back in time briefly. So the sun arches over the city, and the mists return.
No! There's no way to treat your present. I took it and threw it on the ground.
The mists return.
Merry Christmas to the ground.
The mists return from their vapour, and the cobbles cool to the morning, and we will visit Eugene as
safely in the shop
as he approaches.
Having a lovely day.
as he makes his morning way down the alleyways of the Plaza District to the shop Bittersweet Caramels.
I knock on the door. Is that?
Yeah, the mists kind of swirl at your feet. It's like a narrow shop, bay window filled with tissue paper. There's no box. The boxes are empty. The inside is clean and polished wood and counter.
Is anyone in there yet?
You can't see anyone in there, but you can see a light on at the back, in the back of the store. And so you knock, did you?
Yeah.
A minute passes. Terence, the halfling, pokes his head round the corner. He looks through you can't really hear him, so he comes through to the shop. He opens it. He's like, "Oh, hello, Mr. Eugene. You all right?"
Oh, you remember me. That's good. Hello, Terence.
Yes, it's early.
Oh, yes. Well, I like to start off early when it comes to sweets.
Okay, well, I mean, we haven't opened. We're open for a couple of hours.
Oh, well, would you like some help today? I've got a free day, and I would love to help you make some caramels and some sweets and some chocolates or fudge, whatever you're doing.
What happens if he says no?
I do have my CV if you need it. I do have references.
I tried your sweets already. Eugene, I must be blessed, you know. I would gladly accept. Tell me what you're good at, what your skills are. I can't pay all that much.
Everything. No. Oh no, don't worry about gold. I'm not here for.
Oh well,
money,
I can pay you a gold at least.
Oh, no. The experience will be perfectly adequate.
Well, we'll see about that. I mean, regardless, as you know, we make caramels and sugar work. That's primarily what we do. If that's down your alley, I guess.
Oh yes, I would love to. I mean, my caramel making skills aren't going to be as good as yours.
Oh no, it's all right. Come in. It's freezing out there. And,
is it?
It's no, not as cold as it is today. Yeah. But the mists have got a chill to them, so he lets you in. There's plenty to do. I guess he goes and grabs you an apron.
Is it sticky?
It's pretty sticky.
Yeah, as it should be.
Yeah,
I give it a sniff.
It smells of well kind of embedded sugar and caramel. It doesn't smell like stale or anything. It's just really sickly sweet.
Yes, the smell of joy.
Don't lick it.
Oh, you found it, Eugene. You found it. You
Get
found
back the
where the
joy.
joy went.
I mean, now that you say don't lick it. No, I'm not going to lick it.
Did you lick it?
Not yet.
Okay. So you tie around your waist. Right. Well, I guess. And he introduces you to the store. It's pretty simple, very narrow. This polished wooden counter.
Store.
This is Eugene.
He takes you to the back, and there's a metal plate that's been laid down on one of the counters, and it's warm to the
counter.
touch. Yeah, it smells pretty clean actually. But he's got a couple of big pans of boiling sugar.
So what temperature are you taking those to?
You actually going to test me on this? I don't know.
You should have known this was coming.
I did. Well, okay, look, first of all, we got to stock the counter with stuff left over, but what I might do that because I'm quite particular about how I want it to look.
Oh, as you should be.
Of course, but what I could get you, we've got 3 different things we've got to make. We got toffees today, 3 different grades of burnt butter. So
you have grades.
Oh yes, well we do one
incredible.
Dark, one brown, and one lightly toasted. Then the chocolate filled at the end. That's what we do with those. So we've got 3 toffees of each of those. Slightly darker one, less dark, and then the sort of less even lesser dark, and then you fill them all with chocolate.
Less dark. I make notes.
We got red and the...
You get
Are you okay if I make some notes?
Of course, yeah.
I wouldn't steal any secret recipes or anything like that. I'm not here for that, obviously. But just in terms of notes on how you work.
Absolutely, I learned from someone, and if there's anything I can, you can learn from this. Great. You get the feeling he does definitely. He cooks and makes these on kind of instinct much more than you do, but he has got a bit of artistry about him, rather than your more logical approach, I guess. I will need you to make some skill checks. So we'll do a mini skill challenge for your morning of.
Imagine if I screw this up.
Yeah.
I'd love
I'm
it.
never going to make sweets again.
That's how Eugene finds us. He's running from the scene of the crime.
So you'll probably spend the majority of them, at least up until midday, making these sweets because there's a lot to work through, and he'll come in and help every now and again. But he's going to get you to make these 3 different types of toffee. And we'll do effectively 3 checks, so best of 3. You can use any skills you want. You can use a spell if you want to pass it immediately, but you'd have to justify it to me.
Cool.
There are a few challenges. So first of all, there's a big vat of boiling caramel. You've got to dump a load of cream in there. You've got to make a ganache. You've got to then form the sweets. You've got to inject the ganache into them. You've obviously got to you've got to burn the sugar to a certain degree as well. But he's not using any thermometers.
You don't want to
There you
burn
go.
the sugar.
A little bit you do. That's why he's asking. He's asking you to like burn the butter a little bit, but also bring in the dark one. Bring the
So do you
sugar
just do
to
it by smell and almost a gut instinct?
It's the sound of it.
What does it sound like?
So obviously there's the colour. That's the obvious
Yeah.
one. But when the darker one, it starts making a little chirping sound if you listen.
Oh, like a bird.
Well, kind of.
I like birds.
And if he kind of demonstrates it. I pour some of the toffee into a pan and heats it up really quick in a small pan. And as you see it go brown, you're like, it passes the point where you're like, this is perfect. In a flash, you're like, oh shit, it's gone. And then he takes it a little bit further and then he snatches it away and he's like, there you go.
Do I hear a chirp?
Maybe very tiny bit, but he's almost it could be making the shot.
Is this like the guy on Bake Off one year, that young guy that was like, I can hear when it's ready?
yeah, basically, yeah. But it's one of those things where it's so he could be tuned in, but you're there using thermometers and instruments that like for the accuracy, whereas he's not. So there you go.
So does this mean when you make your creations, it's slightly different each time?
That's part of it. Yeah, that's part of it. Yeah.
And what happens if you nail it one time, and you go, oh, well, this is it can't be beat?
Well, I
suppose that there is some interest in the mystery of,
that's it. Yeah.
Randomness.
Yeah. But you get to a point where you're replicating it enough that it's pretty close.
How long have you done this for?
Oh, good 10 years.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. What skill are you going to use to?
Can I whip out my mage hand to help me be a bit more dexterous?
You absolutely can. I'm actually going to do best of 5. I realise that best of 3 is actually just
tennis.
2. So best of 5. So that's an auto success because you've used a spell.
Oh, cool.
Actually, it's a cantrip.
Yeah.
I'll give you advantage on a different skill.
What do I want to use? Because it's mage hand, I'll use a dexterity one. So can I use sleight of hand to help me sort of pour in the cream?
Perfect. Roll sleight of hand check with advantage.
Sure you don't want to use like persuasion to like sweet
Yeah.
talk into work?
Can't you
Later.
insight it to hear the birds?
Oh, man.
Intimidate that.
That's a 10.
A 10
Yeah.
is just enough.
Yeah! Some of the cream goes on the floor.
It's going to get harder throughout. So 10 is your starting DC.
Yeah.
You make a little bit of a mess, but he's like, it's all right, and he helps clean it up, pops back out.
I use the mage hand to help clean up as well.
Very nice. Yeah, he doesn't seem bothered. Okay, next one, making the ganache, I guess.
I do making any form of emulsions my specialty.
Okay.
I should be good at this ganache.
What skill are you going to use?
Ganache skill.
You got 1 success,
Like a
so you need 2 more.
Can I use a history check to make this similar to how I would make ganache?
Very nice.
Nice.
That's a natural one.
Plus 9?
That's going to be 8.
Unlucky.
Unless I no, it's still
No, yeah. So that's 1 fail.
I've forgotten.
Yeah,
forgotten how to make my specialty.
You've been doing too much adventuring, you. It takes you longer than normal, and you're like, oh my god, and you're sat there racking your brains. He's like, you right, and you just sat there like.
I'm just so overpowered by the joy.
Oh, all right. Do you need any? You want a hand or anything?
Please.
Okay, yeah. And he basically the moment he starts, it clicks. You're like, right, okay. You start making the ganache. So now you've got a big pile of toffee. Well, it's not a big pile. You've got several pans, and you need to form that into the molds. And while they're still hot, you'll need to inject it. So forming the molds first. What skill maybe?
Sleight of hand?
Animal
Used
handling.
it.
Or religion.
I could use religion. Yeah, can I use medicine because it's kind of like a precision?
Sure. Yeah. I guess. Wait, for the molding or for the injecting or?
Oh, we're at the molding stage.
We're at the molding stage.
Okay, never mind. Can I use? I don't know.
Athletics.
Yeah. Oh shit. He's not really.
No.
What are your good skills? Which ones are your good ones?
All of this, the intelligence ones.
Do you have a god?
Animal handle it.
Can I use investigation to find a really good mold? I want to go through and find a particularly good one.
Yes, you investigate the mold and familiarise yourself with it. There
I'm
you go.
looking for one.
Roll that investigation check.
This is why you don't do it as 5 skill challenge.
16.
Nice, a success. So You realise the one he's given you is a little bit worn. There's a couple of dents in this pan. So you're like, right. And you find the fresh one. You wipe it out, and in the process, you get a little bit of butter in there, like a little stick of butter, and you pour the moulds nicely. Okay, now injecting the ganache.
Yes. Medicine check.
Yeah.
Very nice.
That tracks.
Would you say that's cocked?
Yes.
Yeah, a little bit. Oh, that's better.
Good.
So 14, and I think medicine's +4, I think, so 18.
That is your final success.
Yeah.
Very nice. So you successfully, in the rhythm of things, the sun's been up for an hour or a couple of hours at this point.
I've got out my nice smell device as well.
Nice,
Actually,
yeah.
No, I haven't. Because
Just
it's a
enjoying
nice
the smell.
Yeah, I'm just taking in the smells of this shop.
There are several layers of the burnt butter and the caramelizing sugars and the ganache. It's like you're living in this fog of just pure sugar, and it's like, oh man, this is right. And you start injecting these molds. Yeah, you're tripping out on the smells. You're injecting these molds, and it's really therapeutic. And he's leaving you to it at this point, and fully trusting you. And at the end of coming towards midday, you've stocked the shelves with him a few times with these fresh sweets. They're completely cooled. You've seen a couple of customers come in and start buying. And the day is going by really well, and then there's a little lull period probably for around lunch, and he hands you a sandwich. He's like, "There you go."
Oh, what's in it?
Oh, it's a goat's cheese, and we've got a little bit of tomato in there.
Oh, lovely.
And he's just like gnawing down on that.
And I had him some jelly beans, and I have jelly beans afterwards as well.
Thank you. Are these
Oh yes, I made them.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, and he lines them up, like ready to eat them, like savor them even. And then while you're sat with him, he seems very pensive, and he's like taking a breath for a minute. And he's like, I think I mentioned to you and your pals that we'd had some break-ins.
Oh yes,
recently.
that terrible ordeal. That must have been horrible.
Yes. Well, truth be told, it scared off a member of our staff. Since then, I've been on my own, working every bloody day under the sun. But I woke up the other morning with my pillow stuck to my head, glued to my head with toffee, and you see this ball patch on the back of his head.
That happened to me once.
Oh, it's just, you can't be helped.
Yeah, some inverted sugar for me.
Oh,
Luckily, it didn't take any of my hair. That would have been horrible.
inverted. I've never heard of that. Anyway, no, it's been a bit of a struggle. But then a couple of days ago, is it a couple of days ago or is it yesterday? The days are blurring.
Yeah, they really do.
But thank Sedgeville, we got a freelancer offer their help. You won't start until tomorrow though, and then blow me down, here you are. That's the only reason I can pay you is pay you and him is the money you and your friends kindly gave me actually.
Why would you blow me down?
No, it's a saying like it's luck. I only had today left until this nice fella starts, and
then you blow me down.
You turn up,
good,
yeah.
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
I'll write it down.
Yeah, it's crazy. He's a gnome as well. He's a gnome as well.
Oh, do you know this gnome's name?
Oh,
Have you written it down somewhere?
I think it was I think it was Magnus, but I'm not sure. And you all learn, don't you? Is this something that you gnomes do? Is that wrong? Should I not say that? But it's just a bit weird, But anyway, you learn it together, gnomes, or? Sorry, you just.
Have you seen this Magnus?
Yeah, he came in and asked for his.
Does he look like? After your gnome comment, I don't mean does he look like me because we're all gnomes, but does he look like me?
He scratches the ball patch.
He wouldn't have the same coloured hair. Well, maybe, I don't know.
He does, but it's hard to say because you don't see that many gnomes. But he does have he's got funny coloured hair, I guess, as well. But then is that a gnome thing as well? I don't know. I don't say that or not.
I don't actually know many gnomes.
No, in fact, you're probably the only two I've seen in the last few years.
Yeah, there wasn't many gnomes in my hometown thinking about it. The only gnome family. I would like to meet this Magnus and see if his CV is just as good as mine.
Of course. I think he. I wish I could tell you where he's staying. He's got the room in the back of the shop tomorrow night. But he said he had to clear
Your
up a few
hotel
things.
as well?
Oh no, it's not really. But it's.
I would love to. That would be what a
It's
stay.
only a small. It's not that nice. It's not right. It'll do.
But just as a business idea, I'm not necessarily here, but you can have some sweets. You can learn about the sweets. You can try your hand at making a sweet,
guess so,
and then
yes.
you can go into the join-in tavern and
like an event, like an experience.
like an experience day.
Maybe I should think about that. Extend the back of the store or something like that.
So it's on March.
Yeah.
But no, he said he had some things to clear up. I think he's went up to the guilds, I believe. I don't like to pray. Sorry, I don't know any more than that. But he's here tomorrow, I think. But he's up at the guilds today, and he's staying somewhere the night. But
Can you do me a massive favour?
of course, yeah.
I mean, I will be over tomorrow, but give this Magnus this, and I get out my nice smell device. And I give it to him. And just give it to him. He'll
okay.
He might know. He might be, this might be a coincidence, and he'll be, what on earth is this device?
I will do that. And do you want me to tell him anything, or just?
No, I'll be over.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he takes it, and pops it on the side.
I was going to say, did you need any help with the with dealing with the break-in? I'm very angry about this. So no one should take the joy.
Well, maybe. There's not really much to do. But one thing
I
will
have killed someone before.
Oh, okay.
Straight in.
Not
Killed a man.
Right.
not like that. It was
That's self-defense.
Self-defense.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. That's fine. I know a few people have done that. I think not me, but well, I mean,
You're not the same when you've killed a man.
Oh, okay. Well, I tell you what. If there was some kind of a, there's a guild for all sorts. This is what I was saying the other day to my friend. There's a guild for everything except, looking out for us little people, And I don't mean little, I mean little, just the little. I mean like the smaller.
It works on multiple levels, really.
Yes, like littler
Like our level.
money, That's what I mean. But
How much did they take?
Oh,
Or what did they take? Was it just gold?
Gold, yeah.
How much? Do you know how much gold?
I couldn't tell you. I'm not very good at that paperwork. Just,
Because I can give you some gold.
No, absolutely. You already helped me out, and we're back on our feet with this Magnus fella.
It could be an investment.
Well, I'm not averse to that, but maybe we just don't do it. Maybe think about it and come back.
Oh, but I am very impulsive.
I'd rather. I mean, okay. If you could.
I have lots of gold.
Oh, okay.
Charlie's like, don't do this.
If you know, I tell you what.
Tax.
You can.
This is
And
tax
interest.
deductible.
To become a business mogul, I don't have the DMs for that.
You can. I tell you what. Have a think. If you want to help me out, that's much
Okay, I
appreciated.
can come back tomorrow.
Okay. But if I'd much rather than giving me your gold. If people are. You said you killed someone, and your
Yes.
friends look very strong. And
Oh, they are. I'm not, but I did kill someone.
well, I mean, there's always. Tell you what, there's always people out there looking for, people that out there to sell their services and do good things rather than just the bad things. Like finding a criminal. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
But at the moment, all you can do is hire thieves and hire, nothing wrong with stealing from some people, I guess, if they're real rich and stuff, and bad people. But
That's an interesting thought experiment. I just stand there thinking about it.
okay. Well, anyway,
I'm still stood there quiet.
we'll talk.
Oh,
about
sorry.
this.
Yes, yeah, so
No, it's all right.
Miles
You talk
away.
about this tomorrow when you. I don't want you to invest for Eugene. I'm being honest now. You can invest if you really want, but I'll have to draw up some. We'll have to get a bloody notary down here. I'm not taking your money out of favours. You already helped me out enough, and
It wouldn't be a favour, but I'll think about it.
okay.
What
I'll,
if like some coins fall out of my pocket?
I don't know about that, but I tell you what. How about this? I'll
Bribe.
write down everything I know about the robbery, and if you know a group of people willing to sell their services for something that's reasonable, then I guess I'd be willing to pay that. I'd take money from that. But anyway,
Yeah,
yes,
I'll speak to my friends and see if we can fit you in.
oh, okay. Well, that's very kind of you. But anyway, let's and he downs the rest of the sandwich. There's sweets to be made, and yes, Magnus is I hope he's as friendly as you. I guess.
Yeah, I stay quiet. I just smile.
All right.
Was he with anyone else?
No, just on his own.
Oh,
Funny guy. Did magic every now and again, like it was a show.
oh yeah. Sounds about right.
Oh, did you know him?
Well, maybe. I mean, I also know a bird called Magnus.
Oh.
So there might be several. So
It's a common name.
it's a pretty. It could be a common name. I don't know.
A sweet maker gnome called Magnus.
What are the chances? I mean, I could probably work it out. If we calculate what's the population of this city?
Oh god.
Oh, I don't know. A few 100,000 maybe.
And where did Magnus fall in the top 10 baby names? However many years ago it
There's not that
was.
many
Do you
gnomes,
know
though.
any other Magnuses?
Black Knight?
No, I don't know any. No.
No, neither do I. So maybe the chances are quite slim.
I don't know.
And it definitely wasn't a bird. It was a gnome. You can confirm that. It wasn't just a bird that
pretty
chops
sure
in it.
he's
Yeah.
he was a gnome.
Sorry,
yeah.
weird question.
I hope he's not a bird.
I was getting excited.
Paid him some money, so. And he's not going to be any good in the kitchen.
I do
if he's-
apologise. That's a very weird question to ask. I'm just hearing it back in my head. I'm like, why did I ask if he was a bird?
No, it's all right. Sugar does that. You know, I've seen you pop it.
It goes to my head.
Yeah, you've got to be careful when you eat on the job. Otherwise, you end up like this.
That's what my ma always used to tell me. Don't eat the wares.
Well, yes, you know, you got to sell it. That's what it's there for. It's very tasty, though.
Papa said to try your work, and I just took that to heart. And
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you're some of the best, and he pops one of the jelly beans in his mouth. I mean, it's quite incredible.
yeah, that one's a bit savoury, sort of basil and chili and raspberry.
Like pizza.
Reminds me of some kind of bread with tomato and cheese on it or something.
That sounds amazing. I might ask for that in the tavern later.
Or maybe in a hut.
Some kind of heart.
Some sort of hut, some sort of bread hut.
breaded. Well,
Some sort of tavern run by a Frankie and a Benny. I think at this stage, because I've asked about the break-in, and I've given him a pitch to invest, but he's like, no. I think I'm just going to make sweets.
yeah, how much would you? I guess it's a conversation. Like, how much would you? You know, if I say give you a percentage
Well,
in ownership.
how much is the business worth?
I have no idea. I'm afraid, no. We make a few gold a week.
Oh, so if I gave you like 75 gold,
Okay.
Jesus!
Yes, that would be very helpful, but maybe I should write up some kind of proposal or where we're going to spend it. I mean, we could always do without your new equipment.
You're an angel investor.
yes, that sounds amazing.
It does need a new lick of
Swedish.
paint out the front, I must admit.
You can do that, do that whole experience thing.
Yeah, we could buy a building and start the experience
I
day.
guess we could always knock through on the back and
You could use
make
the
a bigger
freelancer
room.
on permanent contract.
See if we can buy out one of the buildings down. That wouldn't be nice to them.
probably a bit more than the 75 as well.
Yeah. Well, I can go to about 100.
No, I'm not saying that. I no, look, tell you what, I'll have a think about this experience and maybe I can do up the back room and, you know, have it as a little mini hotel or something.
Like the toiletries can be like different sweet flavours. Or maybe like edible toiletries. Or maybe, that just goes on for several minutes.
Yeah, he kind of enjoys it. Eats the jelly beans and listens intently. And he
Was
seems
there,
pretty
there was
interested.
some sort of bottle shop next door, wasn't there?
Oh, down there near, there is one.
Oh, not next, just down the way.
Yes, oh god, what's he called? He's like Sea Works or Sea something or
Maybe
other.
we can commission some sort of sweet treats sort of
Oh yeah.
alcohol range.
I don't know if he likes me very much though.
Oh, why? Was he the one that broke in?
No, I just don't think.
Are you sure I can go and investigate?
No, I'm just not very good with people. That's all.
Oh, me neither.
Yeah, but
I like birds.
I must admit I'm interested in this experience thing. You know, renting out the back room. It's kind of free money that.
Well, yeah, and free labour they can make. I mean, I don't think they're going to be particularly good, but they can at least help with the basic jobs.
That's legal.
Well, no, but it's an experience. They're here to learn
I have to teach
about
them
the
though, wouldn't I?
Well, you could hire someone in to be that sort of teacher.
Maybe. Yeah, I'll think about it.
Yes, you as the wind just said. Spend money to make money. Ahmaya said that to me once, and I thought that was probably the smartest thing she's ever said.
Oh right, this is your cooking friend, is it?
Yes.
Yes. Well,
I think she would quite like the experience. We can try it out on her.
he's come round, but you get the feeling it'll probably take a bit more convincing over a period of days to turn his shop into a hotel and experience center. But yeah, is there anything else you'd like to do in the sweet shop? It's probably early afternoon, mid-afternoon.
No, just potter around and sort of make notes and learn.
And there's more
just go,
sweets
what's
to be
that?
made.
What's that? What's that? Just point at everything and ask about everything. It'd just generally be annoying.
Yeah, and there's more sweets to be made, and he seems to be much in a much better mood than last time you saw him. Things are really looking up, and yeah, I guess the day, a long old day, kind of comes to a close in late afternoon.
Oh, can I teach him how to make something?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I teach him how to make that magic sweet whistle that I showed him last time?
Absolutely.
But not necessarily tavern flavoured.
And does it require alchemy?
Yeah. Oh, it would.
But then maybe you'd probably start, and then you'd realise that, oh wait, because alchemy and sweet making is so one and the same to Eugene, isn't it?
Yeah.
So maybe he'd be like, oh Eugene, you get out your maid gen and start like enchanting ingredients in front of him. He's like, Eugene, I have no idea what that is.
Oh, I thought just everyone did this. Huh?
Yes, I'm afraid not.
But I can leave you the recipe to make the sweet whistle. It won't be enchanted, but it will still work as a whistle.
Oh, that would be wonderful. And I guess you can blow on it and get a noise out of it.
Yes.
That would be quite cool. And yeah,
Just waiting for the foghorn to go off.
you leave him the recipe, and you get the sense that he's going to be trying that.
I show him where to put the hole so he gets different notes.
Yeah.
So like this one's C sharp. Or is there a C sharp?
Yeah,
There is a
C
C sharp.
You leave the store with a warm sense of joy.
I am very happy.
You smell of caramel and
The best smell.
the outside smells of the city, the soot mixed with the fog and the sea wind. It's refreshing, and you almost get a.
I bought loads of chocolate and sweets and caramel.
How much did you spend?
Like 10 golds.
Okay,
No,
cool.
like 5 golds.
Okay, you've got for 5 gold. You've got at least 5 boxes of the selection.
Enough to make me really sick.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. 5 gold's worth is a lot. Yeah. And yeah, you almost have a new appreciation for the outside air after being in there. It's like stepping out of your old sweet shop, and after a hard day's work, and you have a new appreciation for everything that you've been doing since you left, and the experiences. It was a strange clashing of worlds of your old life and the new, and you feel warm as you make your way down the maze or down the alleyways of the residential market. And Ora.
You were buying some rope, I believe?
So Ora, you are running a handful of errands, I believe.
Yeah.
There's a few of which you absolutely can get, no problem. So the rope, the flasks, and the oil and all that.
Oh God, are we doing Molotovs again?
Oh yeah.
Sweets to Molotovs.
So I got 4 lengths of rope. So because we left quite a lot down in the cave.
You did, yeah. It's still tied down.
Did we leave it? I
Yeah.
thought we dropped it back up. Oh,
So I'm gonna keep one for myself. Clayton said when me and Eugene were going to Rippers. Clayton said something about being tied up. So I'll leave the other 3 for whoever wants them.
So you wanted.
I wanted to get 4. I'll keep 1 for myself, and whoever used their rope.
He's a cheeky sod, that Steve.
Yeah.
Cheeky little sod.
How many ropes did you want to buy?
4.
Okay.
Oh,
So
shortages there.
Supply chain issues.
I don't know who
Just hand
used
them.
those. Yeah.
So you want 200 feet.
Yeah.
So that
I'm not
so
gonna be
it's
nice
four.
enough
It's
to
4
claim.
gold. It's 4 gold. So a gold per rope.
I'm not going to be nice enough to Clayton to get silk ones.
How much is silk rope?
Chafing.
A lot, probably.
And an oil flask, it's just
Oh,
a
yeah.
silver, right? So it's 6 silver.
Yeah.
And we went. You can get that pretty much anywhere. You could have stumbled into the maze markets and found a couple of sellers, or actually, I think where was it that you wanted to go? Because I know there was a few other things that you wanted to pick up.
I can't remember what I wanted to get now. Oh yeah, the D&D equivalent of C4.
Oh right, yes. So
Have fun with that one.
you can. So you know that for example, buying magic items, or you could. There are 2 places that you can go in the Empire to get magic things. One of them is an official dealer in usually the nobles, and you guys are all aware of the collectors and stuff like that would be up in the Deus Ward. There are the Artiforiums, which are the stores that sell the Artificer Guild's magic equipment that they build, and that would be in the Deus Ward as well. But you do know that Irid Malgor said that there were some dodgy sellers, one of which there would probably be someone in the Chasm Town, like a pirate.
Was one of those sellers
quack.
Mr. Malgor?
Maybe.
See me on a Tuesday.
So you could have a look in Chasm
Yeah, I'll
Town.
have a look down there.
Okay, so you get up pretty early with the sea mist kind of curling around your shins as you step out of your Skur Street fissure, and you cross the canal up towards the sea wall of Chasm Town that looks over the marina, and it is a tangled web of ropes and bridges and planks. And you start climbing, and you start looking for signs. And I won't make you roll because you've got the whole day, and you eventually stumble across a door with a sign on it. That just says potions and things. And it's probably going on for sort of 8-9 in the morning at this point. The sun's peeking over the small rocky cliffs and kind of casting its gaze over the side of Chasm Town. So you squint as you look through and knock on the door, maybe.
Yeah, I'll knock on the door.
Okay, this guy opens, and he is this small, hunched. You can't tell if he's human or half-elf because he's got a hood up. He's got straggly, greasy hair that looks like it's been coiled by his fingers. It's over his eyes. Stubble, kind of that's patched with scars. And he looks at you through one good eye, the other one scarred and clouded. And he's like, "You all right?"
I'm looking for potions and things.
Well, that's what it says on the door.
I noticed.
Come on.
Yeah, I'll follow him.
And you step in, and you notice he's got a pretty bad limp to him. And he's like,
Name's Grundle. Grundle the Dip, they call me.
One more time?
Sorry.
Grundle the Dip.
Oh, okay.
That's not what I said.
That's definitely not what I heard.
He knows what he's doing.
Grundle the appendage.
they close the door. He closes the door behind you, and you're let into this
Where have you gone?
You're let into this.
I mean, I knew you wanted to kill Ora off, but this is not.
They're going to take your kidneys.
It's effectively like a tunnel that's been bored into the cliff, and he takes you through this tunnel, and it opens out into this really shallow room that's like a kind of disc shape. And the ceiling's only about 5.5 feet.
So there's some sort of surgery table in the middle.
No, there's just a really it's very temporary furniture, piles of scrolls, boxes of kit that looks like it's way too nice to be in here. Potentially that he's stolen, bottles of alcohol.
They call me Dip for 2 reasons. First one, you can always rely on me to do what you need and get out of there. You like that? Second one,
The wind seems to like it.
Second one, got a bloody nasty limp from a cliff collapse a few decades ago.
See.
Don't worry though, this is all sturdy. And he bangs the roof and like some dust kind of falls down.
When he's not looking, can I cast Detect Magic?
Sure. You'll probably roll a sleight of hand, and I'll see if he notices.
He's only got one eye.
Yeah.
This will be a disadvantage, right?
Do it in his blind spot.
It actually will cancel out because he has a disadvantage because he has one eye.
Oh, fair. That's how it works.
12.
Yeah, he doesn't notice. You kind of turn around, you whisper into your hands and make the gestures, and your eyes, they sparkle with some magic things that are hidden away, a combination of all sorts, items of abjuration and some potion bottles that glow with divination. Not divination. Magic. It's healing magic. I can't remember what it is.
I think it is divination.
Is it?
I think
It is just weirdly, yeah, divination.
What
do you need then? Got elixirs, drafts, also got distillations, infusions, and even a few secretions.
Right, we're going to this shop.
Yes.
I want me some secretions.
Poisons harvested straight from the source.
Firstly, healing potions.
Healing
possibly.
potions, yeah. Bends over and he pulls something out of a
He pulls what out of where?
he pulls a bottle out of a covered box. 60 gold.
Okay, we'll put that on the table for the moment.
Places it down. It looks pretty good actually. Like for all of the messiness.
Does it
in
look
it.
like much like what?
Yeah.
Small point of order, depends on the type of healing magic. Some of it's evocation, some of it is random.
Cool. Thank you.
So,
Random it is.
Okay.
roll on the
good to know.
dice.
I'm also looking for something explosive.
Explosive. Like what?
Like Big Boom.
Big boom.
Maybe
Sure,
it could be thrown
Is
or...
that your nickname?
Tremendous Johnson. The
We
big
can
baby.
We can do oil.
I've got some oil.
Explosions are a funny thing, you see. You could get some stuff from the artiforiums. I could probably source something. Cost you an arm and a leg, though. That would be more a device that imitates a spell. Otherwise, we've got... And he starts rummaging and pulls out a couple of scrolls. These will replicate spells as well.
Can I take a look? Do I reckon? Can I work out the spells? Or?
You probably can. I think, he'll tell you after a while. It's basically a couple of fireball scrolls of fireball.
How many?
2, and he other ones. That's going to give you the biggest boom, I guess. But scrolls are a funny one. People prefer these, and he pulls out 2 sending sticks. People prefer these; they're more accessible to the common folk. Anyone can snap a stick in half.
You'd be surprised.
Moxie. I'm so weak.
Those are all useful. Don't suppose you have any weapons or anything as well?
Got
I know there's
normal-
potions and things.
Oh, the things are a lot of stuff. I don't stock anything really expensive here, but if you're interested in magic, I've got connections. As for weapons, and he basically he has like a couple of +1 items, and I'm happy to kind of, not going to be a dick about it because you weren't here when they went shopping. So if there's a +1 item you want, he has it. It might be a bit expensive because he's a
Yeah, I remember +1 from Sariki being expensive.
that was very expensive.
That was
one, yeah.
ours were like 200.
Yeah.
So much more attainable than Sariki's.
Yeah, you were getting ripped off by Sariki.
Can you just give me a rundown of his inventory?
I mean, in terms of the +1 items, you'll have whatever weapon you want, basically. I think that's kind of what I've got here because you weren't here last week, and they had a large selection. So
you wanted if you want a long sword, then yeah, there'd be a form of long sword there. You know.
I'm tempted to see if there's an enchanted longsword or something somewhere.
If
But
you
I
want,
guess that'd be too expensive.
if you ask him.
Yeah, I'll see if there's any enchanted longswords going.
Enchanted. Well, there's two options. I can source you something from the art forums. That'll have something inscribed on it. Might even have some kind of mechanical advantage that's been built into it. Or, more expensive, I can see if I can get you something from the Whispered Word lot. Got connections out there with some of the curators, and we could find you something. Cost you a pretty penny though.
How many pretty pennies are we talking?
What's your budget?
He knows what he's doing.
It depends, sort of what we're looking at from the guild, the Artiforium.
Anything from 200 to 1,000.
And the Whispered Word?
1,000 and up.
Okay.
How much do you have?
Enough. Not for the Whispered Word.
I was going to say.
No.
Wow.
He took all our money.
We'll go with the
A
art.
little off the top.
We'll go with something from the art. Yeah, we'll go for something from there.
All right. If you give me the amount you want me to spend, give me a few days. See what I can find.
Let's see. So, how much would we be talking for the potion of heat? How much would the potion of healing you said was 60?
Aye.
How much would the fireball scrolls be? And the sending sticks each?
What level is Fireball? Is it 3?
3. I can't cast it.
It is going to cost 300 gold each.
Okay. And the sending sticks?
Sending sticks could do you, well, 150
Each.
Yeah, they're cheaper. People can't copy them as easy. You'd have to dismantle the fucking thing, translate it from artifice in sigilism into spellware. It's possible. I've also got a little thing over here you might be interested in. He pulls something out.
Is it his granddaughter?
He likes
It's the dip.
talking to people. He limps over. You like talking to people long distance. This could come in handy. He puts it in your hand. It's a jar. Fucking hell, guys.
You knew what you were doing.
What is it?
I really didn't. Alright, we'll just let everyone calm down.
What is it?
It's a little jar. He puts it in your hand as a jar, and inside is
it
an
okay?
insect that looks like it's been encased in some kind of amber. That there is an earwig in a jar. Ever heard of that?
No, I'm not from round here.
No, I don't think you had you? See, there's a spell out there called earwig, right? And what you do is you put something that belongs to someone else in there with the earwig, right? And then it will repeat any message that person has said over magical means. It will repeat it over the last 24 hours to you. It's pretty good, isn't it? And if this one here is a single use, so you put in there, you'll be your blood or your hair, something that's close to them. There's a chance it will fail, but if not, the earwig, it will come out of the amber and it will speak to you exactly what was said. Do that for 200 gold.
Can I check some things on that so we know how it works? Does it do both sides of the message or just one half of the message?
I can read you as a spell.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So this is a homebrew.
Also,
yes.
do I sense he's telling the truth on that?
Roll an insight check on the spell.
On, like, the
Is it
it's not
legit?
just a bug in a jar.
All right. Yeah.
You still got detect magic up.
Yes, you
You'd be
do.
able to see if it was
Oh, yeah.
magical.
That probably helps because that's a natural 20.
Oh, okay. Nice.
+4.
Yeah, the earwig has a glow of divination about it. So what the spell does is you target a creature whose hair or blood or an item. There's a breakdown of items and how it would affect the spell. and you choose a language in which you wish to hear the messages. You roll a d100. On a 10 or lower, the spell fails, and that will change depending on what material you have.
Yeah.
On a success, the earwig eavesdrops on the target and speaks aloud all the messages the target has broadcast or received using unencrypted magical means, such as the sending spell or sending stick item over the last 24 hours in the language that you specified. You're also aware of the original language the message was sent in. And if the creature was on a different plane when the message was sent or received, then it roll another d100 and it could fail basically on a 50.
So just to check the language of how it works with different languages, so it will pick up anything in any language and then just repeat it in whatever you want it to be, so it doesn't matter.
It translates it.
Thank you.
Unless it's encrypted in some way.
Right, cool.
Well, the earwig could be very useful.
Think about it. You're coming back, right? Get your sword. Yeah, what about your sword? Do you want to do?
I'm going to hold off for the sword for a moment. I'm looking for something in particular.
All right.
So
well,
maybe we can do a deal.
maybe.
I have a friend that needs healing potions occasionally.
It's not me, you guys. It's not me.
I'm very interested in the earwig. I do need a sending stick.
Right. Well, sending stick's 150. Healing potions 60. That's 210. We'll call it. Well, I'll go an even 400 if you include the earwig.
How about 375? And I have a friend who likes learning new spells and is always on the lookout for scrolls. I could send her your way.
Roll a persuasion check.
I'm never roll fine that shot.
Customers. Do you have any money left?
Oh no.
I've lowered the DC because of what you said.
It's only a 7.
Oh,
I think.
lucky.
Maybe once you've proved your custom, we can start doing better deals. But even 400's a good price.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll take it.
All right.
Just drop 400 gold.
I mean, to be fair, we did start we were on 300.
There you go. You've got an earwig in a jar.
Yeah.
I will send you the spell.
Okay. A sending stick.
And just so you're aware, if in case you do anything on it today, hair or blood of the target is a 10% fail.
Yeah.
A close item like a piece of their clothing, bedding, or something of great significance is a 25% fail, and something that just belongs to them is 50% fail.
Yeah, but
It only works one time.
yeah.
But it does work 24 hours.
It gives you everything from that point 24 hours in the past.
Oh, okay.
You'll hear everything for that from previous 24 hours.
So it's not like it'll just keep spouting out anytime something gets done.
But if they've been real liberal, you'll be there a while.
Yeah.
So
We're trying to be
Clothing
stealthy,
was
just hear
25%.
screams.
I mean, if anyone's using that on me,
Item
like
that's
the
close to them.
hours of evening chats.
just the belonging is 50. So if you went in someone's house and nicked something that was theirs, that could be 50% fail rate.
Yeah.
Cool. And you've got a sending stick and a healing standard potion of healing.
Yeah.
Very
Nice.
nice.
It's a wicked shop.
Well, send your mates my way then.
We'll see. I'll hold on to that for the moment.
I'll see you out. I don't like people hanging about.
Yeah, I'll just see if there's anything. If anything else just catches my eye on the way out.
You can roll a perception check if you like.
No, it's like a 2 plus something.
Yeah, your detect magic is still up, and you see a number of things, but you don't see any really potent items in here. But he did say that he doesn't stock them with him,
Yeah.
so that could be true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, then I'll probably wander off in the direction of the market, and I want to find like a mask.
Okay. What kind of mask?
Something Angel of Death vibes.
Find me your cultist.
And Black Cloak.
Ora's cult side quest.
Are you going for anything to do with your perception of Enthor in the slightest, just to guide me?
No, I just want some
generic.
No.
Just generic cult.
Got
just
nothing to do with
generic,
them, though.
just generic cult leader vibe.
Sure. I won't make
You have a shop for that, right?
I won't make you roll for
Cults and
it.
things.
But you do spend some time in the maze markets. You just dodge the other guys. It's just such a maze in there, literally. That
I don't know how Freya doesn't see me, but
Yeah. It's
At one point, you see like a screaming squirrel running through.
You find a cellar of masks and costumes and that kind of stuff, and they have like a really creepy plain what's the word bone mask. Like it's just like a carved. Maybe once it was a skull of some kind, and they've kind of carved it and filled bits in, and it kind of covers your face down to where the teeth are, and then they've built something around here. That's kind of a bit more filigreed, but it looks pretty creepy. So it's like kind of skull-ish, but smoothed over in a way.
I'll take it.
Perfect.
5 million
gold.
gold.
Here's A gold.
How have you got so much gold?
Because I steal people's gold and don't leave it on desks.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Anything else you want to do?
No, I'll just wander. I'll wander the maze market and look and see if there's anything cool out there.
You might see some floating vials. Cause
Why is there blood on the floor?
Yeah,
It was
maybe you
invisible.
kind of get a
it was.
flash of the other lot and some kind of commotions, but you spend the day enjoying the maze market and getting lost. Yeah. So, is there anything else you wanted to do, or
No, that's it really.
so we will join everyone back in the plaza.
Oh, we're still running away.
At the end of the day. So at this point, Eugene, you're probably wandering back to the old diver, and I imagine Ori are sort of doing similar.
I'm skipping with my sweetness.
Aww.
And yes, the guy with the brass plate covering his eyes steps back into the shadows. Ahmaya, you join Sentinel in the middle of the plaza square.
Good luck, guys.
I was followed. Followed.
Oh, good. Oh,
So-
great. Should we try and lose?
Yeah, you were right. We should have killed him. Yeah.
No, I know
Yeah.
I was right.
Yeah. Yeah, you were.
Trust the criminal.
Yeah. I'm sorry I doubted you.
Never doubt me
I'm having a
again.
heart attack.
Oh fuck.
Okay, what's the plan? Tell me the plan.
We were going to go straight into like the next, like an alleyway.
Yeah, just keep moving. But like Freya, can you just like look for people? Are you here?
I'm looking
No.
for. Am I?
I don't think
I don't
so.
know.
I think
You,
I went
no.
in
Bye.
because I was like, if we thought it was Crissaphaene, like, and that lot, they never saw me. Even though I know that
Yeah.
obviously he was looking for. I know he said he was looking for a tiefling.
He's looking
in
for that
my
tiefling then.
well. He was just looking for a tiefling. In my head, he's not seen me ever. He
Yeah.
would never know who I was, so I was fine.
Yeah.
That's obviously that may or may not be the case.
All you know is he's looking for a half elf.
A
And,
pari flavouring.
and a tiefling, whether that's from meeting Moxie or from the blood, you don't know.
Yeah, but my assumption was he'd have no idea that it was
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
Which is why I was the one who went out. And I don't think we should go back to the old dive because I don't want to take him to where we live.
Do we try and lose him? Do
I'm
we try and
So-
jump him? Do we try and kill him?
You guys are in the mouth of the opposite alleyway, right?
Yeah,
just
if I
behind
see them duck in, can we sort of go
How
around the
far
back?
away are we?
50 feet into
Yeah,
the square.
message them and be like...
So you're gonna just lose yourselves and meet up in the other alleyways. Yeah, that's fine. You know, 10 minutes later, you guys sprint down the alleyways. You find each other at a crossroads. You can roll perceptions if you like.
Yes,
So the
please.
brass eye guy.
Oh, God.
Do you want to roll with
that's quite
advantage, Freya? I can help Freya so she can roll with
Go for
advantage.
it.
So 21 for me.
Very nice.
14.
14.
That was a 20, but not natural.
20 total. 21. 14. The 2 over 20, it is quiet, and you see a couple of people wandering, end of day, a couple of businessmen and businesswomen coming down from the dais ward in very nice clothing, and they make their way up into some kind of lovely townhouse above a store. No one else, and
I think we're good.
I mean, is there a way of getting up onto like the roofs and then walking on the roofs back?
could find
Parkour.
a way.
Probably be easier to spot if we were on the roofs, though. You look up and we're there. easy to lose ourselves.
it's the
It's
weirdos on
easy
the
to
roof.
lose yourselves amongst people.
So I was thinking we can look down and see the glinty eye guy.
Yeah. I mean, it's up to you. I want to talk to Ripper at some point soon anyway. We need to talk about what
So we need
this
to walk
bitch
back
was
that
said.
way.
Just sneak.
Sneak
Yeah,
back.
sneaky.
Yeah.
Are we sneaking back to the hotel or are we sneaking back to Ripper's? Because also if he finds us in Ripper's, we can just start another bar fight and that went really well the first
Yeah, we
time.
can go to Rippers.
Yeah,
And we
go
can
to
just
Rippers
like
first.
cast message and see if the boys are in
Yeah,
the hotel. We can catch them up.
yeah.
Okay,
Let's go
yeah.
Rippers.
I think I won't make this an awkward. You guys are made aware that they're heading to Rippers. There's no point in me getting you to roll and start firing message off like this and stuff.
Well,
so-
yeah.
Yeah, you guys you hear word. Maybe you get back to the old diver, then you hear that they're going to Rippers. So
I leave most of my sweets.
yeah, of course.
That's
So you
really
We're doing
good.
guys,
stealth, by the way.
I'm gonna bring some.
Huh?
Will we doing a stealth?
you will be, yes. So yeah, everyone, you guys who are in the residential markets, roll your stealth to try and navigate your way around. It is darker now. The sun it sets over the cliff really early, so you're well in the shade here. What did you roll?
I don't want to say.
Natural one.
Yep, just a 2.
Dirty 2.
18.
18.
13.
Okay.
19.
Okay. That's just Moxie just passed, so you guys collectively pass.
Thanks, guys.
You make your way
Was there
through.
not one? Or-
Yep.
You make your way through the alleyways and the shambling buildings that lean over in places, and the alleyway and cobble street widens in others. You pick your way. You're completely lost at one point, which is probably a good thing because you're being random, and maybe that's going to help in losing your tail. And at one point, you're like sidestepping down an alleyway that's full of broken crates and a couple of old chairs, and you make it through, and you're like,
I break one of the chair legs off just in case.
But it just fell.
and you kind of spill out an alleyway onto the marina front where the leisure boats are for where the nobles keep their nice the leisure boats. And you know that to get back, you've got to quickly run across the edge of the marina around to Sker Street, and you can do so with your stealth that you rolled, and you join up with the two boys as you're passing your.
Have a nice day.
Who wants some sweets I made?
I'd love some sweets. And do you know what sweets would go really well with? Shit beer from Rippers.
Oh, not the floaty one again.
Yeah, but now we can put the sweets in the beer, and that can be the floaties.
That's
And
interesting.
drinking contest for Eugene.
Oh, I forgot about that, but I don't know if I want. I might need my wits back. I'll have to tell you in the bar.
Well, to the pub.
And to Rippers you go. You make it up the rope bridges and the ladders and.
Oh, did we pick up Clayton?
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Yeah, we were still
he's
tied
with
up.
me. He looks really well. He looks really well groomed at this point. He's been about 3 days bathing.
He's so the cleanest he's ever been.
He's shaved as well. He looks weird.
How
What do you
old
guys
is Clayton?
think? Shaved.
I don't like it.
Grow it back now.
Oh, okay.
Why do you look so happy?
Well, I just.
But
you know.
usually you have quite a negative persona about you, I find.
Well, thank you, Eugene. That's
Yeah,
real
you're
nice of you. Well, I don't know.
but in a
I'm-
good way, like it suits you.
Thank you. I'm with friends, and I'm in a place that doesn't want to starve me and kill me. So
That's debatable.
Well,
Speaking of friends, who's your acquaintance?
Oh, from the note. Oh,
please elaborate.
Please
Which one of us is your
elaborate.
acquaintance?
oh no. I probably shouldn't have written that.
No,
No?
you shouldn't.
it's all right.
I've
mate.
also
He
got-
pats you on the shoulder.
Oh no, you were one of the
I get-
friends.
Oh,
Let's go in.
I'm gonna pull Eugene back by his like collar. I'm gonna pull him back by his
Do you want some
collar.
sweets?
Don't try and bribe me
Friend?
just yet.
But you're a friend.
I know, but I feel
No,
like
this
you've
is all-
insulted my friend.
We did this. Also,
Yes, friend.
I silently both with you. How dare you suggest we would leave without you? How?
I?
Yeah, you did. You did. You said that you told us a story about hide and seek, and it was really, really sad. I'm very upset.
I was there for
How
something.
dare you think that we would leave without you, Eugene?
No, but only in a hide and seek game. Not in real life.
Oh right, it sounded like you thought that we would just
No,
get on a boat
I
and
just
leave.
no. I just thought that as a prank, if we played hide and seek, you might let me hide all day, like I start smiling as my family did, and yeah.
We love you.
But in hide and seek.
We still love you.
And with that, a dude just gets smashes open the door to Ripper's, and you see a hand loose as he's just thrown over the ropes. He's like, and he like grabs onto the ropes and falls down a layer, and then like.
Try hands.
He's like a couple of stories down at this point, and you just see Ripper there, and he's like.
Nice.
Evening.
Ripper,
Imagine how far he would throw me.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
Can you please ask my friend Eugene here who his acquaintance is, because he's being real shady.
I don't care.
But if I give you a gold, will you ask him that question? Okay,
If I give
give
you,
him a gold.
can I give you 2 gold to not say anything at all?
Yep.
I give him 2 gold.
Pleasure doing business.
Anytime.
You also notice that he's got a plaster on one nipple and the other one's pierced.
What happened to your nipple?
Nothing.
It doesn't look like nothing. You got a plaster on it.
You coming in or not?
Yeah.
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 What happened to your nipple?
He's gone into the crowd. So you guys step in.
Ripper, what happened to your nipple?
A really drunk pirate with gross teeth kind of stumbles over you as you shout. He's like, "It came off last night."
Oh yes, I was there. It was so. Oh, that was
Don't talk
such
about
fun.
What happened to Eugene?
Oh, there was a bit of a brawl, a ruckus, as it were.
He chokeslammed a 7-foot orc. It was amazing.
Oh, what, Ripper or Eugene?
Eugene.
I did. Did this happen? I can't remember. It was a bit of a
It
blur.
was after the 4th pint.
Oh, did I do that?
Who are you asking?
Oh, just anyone. The closest person to me.
The guy's like, "Who the fuck are you?" And carries on drinking.
My
It is a
man.
bit of a mass in here. So similar to the first time you came
Did
in.
you? Excuse me. Did you see me throw some sort of orc across the room last night?
You're small. What are you?
An alchemist.
Oh. Do you drink?
Yes.
All right. And he just gives you a half-drunk pint,
Nice.
I'm going to take it off
like
of
full,
Eugene.
like, full of like wash, like backwash.
I will still take it off of Eugene, but every time Eugene gets a drink, I'm going to take it off of him until he talks.
So I'll tell you what. So it isn't. It's not a brawl in there right now, but it is just a sea of like. Of coats,
Yes.
of like greasy pirate, of half-naked, tattooed people. Some of them have those weird scars that look like scales, where they've been cut in a way that makes a scaled on their skin. Some of them have coins grafted into them, into their like under their skin. And you see Ripper behind the massive bar, bald guy, a huge scar over his head that runs from his eye and back. And it's just like 3 really long tables, people standing on them, sat down, arguing, and the massive barrels of beer behind the bar.
Right, do you want to go find a seat and I'll go get us around?
Yeah, but none for Eugene.
None for Eugene.
Moxie, I found something.
Just being correct.
Yeah, but
Oh, yeah, what'd you
I
find?
thought we were all friends here, Eugene.
Well, it took me a while to trust everyone, and one person isn't quite there yet.
Who is that?
The acquaintance.
Who's the acquaintance?
Eugene, am I the acquaintance?
Oh no, you were the first one, eh?
Freya goes and finds a table.
I'm going to go sit with Freya because I'm not going to speak to Eugene until he says Freya is his friend. Because Freya was my first friend.
You guys find a seat at the end, the closest to the bar, and the end of one table. And there's a couple of pirates. One of them looks over at you two and just kind of shuffles up the other way to move away a bit. And yeah,
How much for
Did we
a
smell?
around.
Stink of caramel.
What are you buying? Beers?
Well, yeah, that's all he's got in it.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Red and white.
Yeah, isn't it dark and light?
Can
beer?
I try to sneak out one of the bottles that I have?
One of the
craft bottles that I have.
Oh, what, into Rippers?
Well, yeah, I've just got
Oh, right, I see. Yeah, yeah.
He's
Sure.
just carrying a
Take
crate
it out.
around.
He probably doesn't give a shit.
Yeah. So a mug is
Bottle service here.
a mug is 4 copper.
I just pass around. Whoever wants one of my beers, I pass it around.
A gallon is 2 silver.
Yeah.
You get a
Right.
gallon.
Should
Jug.
have round of
Right,
gallons.
so someone do the math on 6 gallons.
Can I just say, next time we go to the pub, if someone says, Oh, do you want a pint? I'm going to take no.
just
I know.
what is it,
Do you want a
6
jar?
times-
No, a gallon.
Is it two silver?
2 silver for a gallon.
So 14 silver.
So 1 gold, 4 silver.
I'll take out the shed first. it's
Moxie,
fine.
how much money do you have?
I've got a bit. I spent quite a bit at the in the maze market.
I went to this shop, weird shop, potions and things, but he had spell scrolls.
Okay.
They were expensive. Something called Fireball.
Ooh,
That
I
was
can imagine what
that was
does.
300 gold.
Well, Ora, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Like, you know, fire. Well, it sounds amazing, but I'm sure it does what it says. You know.
I think it's a bit out of my range at the moment. But
Yeah, no.
I was looking for explosives.
Yeah, no, it's a bit out of my range as well at the moment. But it's definitely something that I could maybe work on it, maybe. But I could see if I could come up with something.
You say
That'd be good.
explosives? Like things
Yes.
that go boom and big boom?
Big boom.
You were big boom. I might be able to make you something.
I also found this, and I get out the jar with the earwig in it.
You spent money on that? This is a jar with a bug in it. A nice bit of amber. How much did you spend on that? Maybe 5 gold?
It's magical, Eugene.
Are you sure?
Yes, I can do that now.
What was the maker's name?
Grundle the Dick.
Oh, he sounds very trustworthy.
I believed him.
Rental.
Anyway, it can be used once, but it allows you to hear any messages that person sent or received in the last 24 hours. I thought it could be useful one day.
If it works, yeah.
Unless anyone has any hair or blood from someone.
How close did you get to Crissaphaene?
You have any
I
hair
didn't.
on
I was
you?
like, I'm not there, but I'm like, just...
Did he have any hair?
You didn't see he had a hood.
What I'm ordering drinks, I'm like, Ripper, have you got 5 minutes at some point this evening for just a little bit of counsel?
Council.
Just a little bit of
Like
your
what?
knowledge.
All right. And he
When
just
you get
literally
5
just stops
minutes.
pouring a beer and comes and sits down. The guy's like,
Ripper,
You're a dreamboat.
did I do that to you?
no,
Oh, sorry,
This-
it was a bit of a blur.
got
No, no,
this
no,
one
no, no,
right.
That's not what I... Okay. You carry on.
The Ripper scar, that's what they called it. Yeah, pirate did that to me. I killed the crew, took their boat, and that's
At least
dragged
you
it.
deserved, I suppose.
Dragged the boat into Delnori, right? Pulled it up here. That's what this is. He points up at the roof.
You dragged it here
Yeah.
all by yourself.
Yep.
Wow, you must be very strong. No, I meant your the piercing on your chest.
Yeah, I know, it's new.
No, that wasn't me though.
What, do you do nipple piercings?
No, the one that's been ripped off.
Oh, no, it's just an accident.
Oh, fair enough. Because I
You're
was
very
quite
much
drunk last night.
forgiven.
I don't know if I did. Apparently there was some sort of ruckus with an orc.
It's alright, it's not the first time it's happened.
Oh,
You did rip it off.
I did?
You said you had something you wanted to talk about.
What did I do last night, Ora?
Talk to me about the
don't
Omni
remember.
interest.
Everyone around you goes quiet.
Oh, fuck.
Keep talking, guys. Keep talking.
And he looks over at the guy who shuffled over near you. He's like, look round at the name of the Omni interest, and he's like, Ripper looks at him, he's like, carry on, mate. And he looks over and he's like, yeah, they're a bunch of fucking Empire bootlickers, aren't they?
Right.
And then when he says that, he says that in a way that's kind of like to get everyone around you to think you're insulting them. He leans in and he's like, look, here's my advice. Talk about them if you want to slag them off, but otherwise keep it to yourself.
Well, that's all I wanted to know is, are we slagging them off, or are they folk hero? Who the fuck are these? Because I've heard a lot about, well, I've heard a bit about them, but I don't know who they are.
People don't like them because they think they're better than us. They think they're better than the average pirate, all right? They don't rob people unless they feel they deserve it, and they don't... Look, if you really want to learn about the Omnium, go and talk to one of the crew. And he points over at the end of the bar, and there's a man there in a really heavy-looking waxed cloak, and everyone is kind of either keeping their distance from him, or as they pass him, they kind of shove him with their shoulder. But to be honest with you, prepare for a little bit of mistreatment if you're chatting to him.
Name's Detrius. I think he's alright. He's the first mate. But don't get me involved because I won't be talking to him in front of these lot. I don't want to lose any custom.
That's fine.
And he grabs one of your gallon ones, takes a massive pull on it, and then just puts it back down. I'll get you another one in a minute. And he goes back.
Peace.
Wait, so did you buy a gallon for every?
Yep.
So you bought like 27 litres.
Okay, everyone.
Yeah.
This is a night.
1 point for one.
Can I try to
$4
sneak a
silver,
drink whilst
bitch.
Amaya's not looking?
Yeah.
Do I
Fine, man.
see him do that?
Are you trying to look, or are you just going to
I'm
pass it?
keeping a half an eye out.
Then yeah, roll your perception.
I did buy you a drink. I missed what you said. But I did buy you a pint.
I don't drink mine, but I push it towards Eugene.
I don't.
Surrounded by gallons.
It's bigger than me. I rolled 14.
I rolled an 8, so.
Yeah, so
I
you
did not.
are you drinking your bottle?
Oh yeah, I forgot about the bottle. Yeah, I mean I'll start on the bottle and
Yeah.
like
Go for
drink
the
some
hard
of the
stuff.
gallon,
I've
which is probably
taken-
bigger than me.
It's like a hazy peach beer.
Nice.
Very nice.
I've
That's
taken
much
a sip of
Okay.
the gallon, but I'm
that's
struggling already.
all right. Anyone that's taken an actual drink, roll a Constitution save.
Yes.
So that's Eugene, Ora, Moxie.
Oh, good.
I'm
That's
just
not
gonna.
good either.
5.
Oh.
Fail.
6.
It's a fail.
9.
Fail.
Natural 1.
Double fair.
Double fail.
Everyone who rolled has
Okay.
advantage on charisma.
Yeah.
Excellent.
That's what you want to fail.
Now's the
first.
time to speak to Freya.
Stop drinking.
I've kind of I should probably not hack that. Like, oh well, it's quite fun. Yeah.
So how was everyone's day? I like fully got my feet on the table. Like this is great.
I was making sweets,
That's lovely.
Oh, that is
and
nice.
I learned so much about caramel, and apparently it makes a chirping sound. It does make a chirping sound. I heard the chirps a lot like a bird when it's ready.
Like, what kind of bird?
Like a small bird, like a robin.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, I mean that's not what Terence said, but I think robin. Terence was on some sort of lesser spotted woodpecker by the sound, but I think robin. But anyway,
Not a greater?
what's that?
Not a greater spotted?
No, lesser. You can tell, apparently. But anyway, it makes a chirping sound, and doing things out of instinct rather than sort of alchemy, as it were. It wasn't precise, but it was very good fun. I learned a lot. And I think, I don't know how to say this, but my twin brother might be working for him.
You're who?
I have an identical twin called Magnus, like the bird.
Why did you not say that you had a twin called Magnus when we named Magnus the Magnificent Magnus?
You never asked.
Because that's not something that you just go, by the way.
Do you have a twin? Nobody thinks of twins.
I mean, I have a twin.
Oh yeah, you do have a twin.
Yeah.
He's a prick.
You
though.
didn't ask.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you have a twin, Freya?
No.
Does Ursula have a twin?
No.
You may have a twin. We don't know. Clayton, have you got any brothers, sisters, twins?
No, only child.
That explains.
Yeah, that explains a lot.
He's got a massive froth on his like.
Where his
What?
moustache would have been.
What do you mean?
Nothing. To be fair, I'm an only child too. Also
Explains
explains a lot of
himself.
things.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know if the other family members are here or not, but he talked about Magnus, and it'd be great if we could all meet him tomorrow at some stage at the sweet shop, and I can introduce you. And yeah, I'm very excited. I'm nervous because it might not be him. I mean, it might be another gnome called Magnus that has green hair.
How popular was Magnus as one of the
I-
top 5 baby names?
I don't think Terence didn't know another Magnus in the city, and I asked how big the population was, and he said quite big. So
Yeah, but people are transient. You're looking at how many gnomes called Magnus are there in the whole of the empire because of how transient movement is.
Well,
So
true.
because obviously Magnus isn't from here. He
No.
came here.
so maybe other Magnuses have come here.
Hopefully this is a nicer family reunion than Moxie's the other day.
Well, Magnus shouldn't try to kill me. I don't think. No, I don't think I did anything. Oh, I did some stuff wrong, but not to Magnus. But
I've got a
anyway,
healing potion anyway, if anyone wants it.
Oh, Sentinel.
No, I'm fine, Chuck.
He's clinking.
Chug.
but yeah, I'm very nervous. I drink some more beer.
Alright.
I just don't know what to expect. I hope he's okay. It sounds like he's okay. He's at the guild. Yeah, he similar to you, Moxie, not a necromancer. No, goodness no, but a wizard.
Yes, yeah, I'm a wizard. That's all I am.
We don't say the N-word in public.
Just thinking of a South Park episode.
We don't say the other N-word at all, but that N-word we don't say in public. Just a wizard.
Okay.
You're just a wizard.
I'm just a wizard.
Oh, my apologies. But yeah, he's a wizard too.
Okay.
But not your type of wizard, another type of wizard.
What school of magic is he?
I don't know. I can't remember because I don't think I wrote that.
I definitely have to ask him.
Generic.
You know he was quite
wizard number one.
You know he was quite. He was a bit of a novice. You were aware of that.
So he did do some enchantments in the shop. He was one of the development chefs.
That's cool.
But yeah, boy, I don't know what to think. I'm just going to sit down and be quiet and try to. Oh boy, I'm just very nervous.
It's okay, Eugene, have some Dutch courage and I'll push the bit towards it.
Should we start the drinking competition now? I did sign us up last night. You were passed out somewhere, but
After I attack the orc?
yeah,
But what if the orc comes back?
then you will have to outdrink him.
Do you think we should tell those guys about Crissaphaene?
Well, yeah.
No, I forgot.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I was waiting for
What
someone to
happened?
ask us about
No,
our
sorry.
day.
Sorry, I got so caught up in my day. How did your day
We had
go?
a lovely day. We had a girls' day. It was lovely.
It's an awful fucking
Yeah, it
day.
didn't end as well as it started.
Yeah.
We met Crissaphaene.
Oh.
Sentinel gave him their blood.
Yep. That was a mistake. I
to-
forgot
I got
about
it
that
back.
part. I forgot about that part from when
That.
Irid Malgor told us about it. We've got it back.
So he was the blood alchemist.
Yeah. Oh shit! And I find like the cure-all, and I've given it to Eugene.
Yeah,
That's what he gave us.
it's a tiny little vial with a quart that's been carved to fit in it.
Can I sniff it?
Sure. You pop the top. It is very clean, like so clean that it has. So in alchemy, you know, you're someone who loves the sort of natural. What's the word? Like development of smells and volatile compounds and other things that aren't core to the enchantment. This is and that's very difficult to avoid. This is pure and clean and like it's someone who knows what they're doing. Very, very subtle smell other than the sort of solvent itself. Maybe a slight acrid smell to it. It's very much guild alchemy. It's not your flavour. But
Well, this will do something. I'll study it tomorrow.
Yeah, not today. Not in this place. You'll fucking spill it.
But this person knew what they were doing.
Yeah,
Like, this
that's
is-
not
he was an ex guild member. He said.
Oh.
And he
Oh,
left because he
interesting.
didn't like them.
Yeah, he said.
Wait.
Well,
Takes it
if this person's doing some sort of blood alchemy, that's very frowned upon.
Yeah.
Much like your wizarding stuff.
A wizarding is fine.
He also probably sent someone after Moxie and me.
Oh, and so you were followed?
So Moxie and I just went into the tent as tourists and like asked him some questions, and then I dropped him that we were staying at the something Arms, Dayton Arms, and
Hunting tavern.
and so I went and had a steak out there, and then the guy that we should
had a
have
steak?
killed, yeah,
Or was it nice?
I didn't have a steak. No, I had pheasant.
But you said you had a steak out there.
No. Stakeout means you sit and you wait and watch for stuff.
So there's no steak involved.
There's no steak involved. But having steak involved would make it so much better. Although I did have a very nice stew and some chocolate soup.
Wow, the chocolate soup.
Yeah, it's like chocolate soup.
Why are we not there right this instant?
Because the guy with the eye that we should have killed kind of came in looking for Moxie and me. So I ran away and he followed, but we think we lost him.
I told you so.
Yep.
No, Sentinel told us so.
Yep. But it's fine. We'll just kill him later. Oh, and then we went to the Night Mountain to go and see the Lemures, and that was fun. We've got a job. They've given us a job.
Yeah.
We're not gonna fucking do it.
What's the job?
Oh yeah, actually, yeah.
So we went in, spoke to their son first, about my age, I think. Is he about my age?
Roughly.
He gave us the go-ahead, gave me the go-ahead to go and see his mother. Small issue! We may have killed his uncle and brother-in-law of the patriarch. In fairness, they did try and kidnap this one.
Yeah, no, if we're going to work with them, you should probably know a bit about my history. With them. So I went on a field trip, I suppose you could say, with my uncle, Batista. He said it was he had to run some errands in Grisport, and there was a chance to have a lecture and practice my magic in the field. And while he was off doing his errands, I went and delivered a letter for him. And then one of the cousins, one of the Lamori cousins, she kidnapped me.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
Yeah, it wasn't the nicest day.
No, I bet.
No, and so she took me back to meet up with Mordrin's uncle. Mordrin is the son, and Batista had apparently, as far as I can tell, his errand was actually involved him, and he had killed him already.
Wow.
And he was interrogating his corpse. So that's
using
totally normal magic. Totally normal magic.
More wizard stuff.
Yes, yeah, wizard shit. Yeah, and then Batista, Batista came along and he saved me, and we took out the other one.
Great.
So how much are we getting paid?
Well, we're not going to take it because she spent the first 5 minutes of that discussion making a point of she knew exactly that we'd killed her uncle, her brother-in-law, this is the matriarch, and niece. And you're not going to do that and then send someone on a perfectly reasonable job. That's why I was asking about the Omnium, because they want them gone and to steal back something that they nicked from them. But
the guy at the end of the bar, member of the Omnium Tryst, he's had his back to you all.
Great.
You now see him looking directly at you guys.
I wave.
Okay.
Good.
He raises
I smile also.
He takes his hand out of his cloak and he kind of raises it back.
Oh, the temptation to walk over and high five him is real strong right now.
Is it mechanical?
No. So he's quite short. His hand was very, very gnarled and calloused. He's got a thin nose. You look at him, quite a long, thin nose. He's an elf. His kind of cloak around his neck. And he has 2 Asildian gold coins, which are square, and they've been grafted into his temples.
This is so cool.
And he looks quite out of place. He's very kind of serious, and his cloak is very long. It's grey, and it's waxed silk, and it's very heavy, and he's smoking a pipe.
Sorry, I don't know what that means.
Pipes are funny, I guess.
Ready to give directions.
He kind of bites on it and then turns back to the bar and smokes.
I can go chat to him if you want.
If you want.
Cool.
I'll come with you.
As we're walking up, like, don't provoke him, okay?
Freya, can we?
I'm a perfectly friendly person.
Okay.
Can we stay back? I think I need to speak to you. Well, they're just going the other side of the bar, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's not too far.
Okay.
I'm going to sit on the stool next to him and be like, nice day, innit?
He looks over at you. Well, kind of. He doesn't really make eye contact. He looks at the bar at your kind of elbows.
I'll sit on the other side of him. Evening.
Not bad.
Oh.
Saw you looking over. I was the one that waved. This is my friend.
Not the
Johnson.
acquaintance.
You should have said acquaintance.
You saw me.
Pardon?
You saw me.
Yeah, well, you're not invisible.
No, I heard you
I wasn't saying anything.
talking about my crew.
Yeah.
Apparently people want to murder you. I don't know why.
Yeah. But there's not many places to drink around here.
But why do people want to murder you? We don't want to murder you, by the way. We're new in town.
We haven't decided yet, basically.
Ignore him.
Have fun with this one.
He's not
I'm joking,
very
it's
great with the jokes.
Neither am I.
Okay, that's all right then. You'll probably get along quite well. Yeah. Why do people want to murder you?
Because I'm... He looks around a bit. I'm the first mate of the Odbium Tryst.
Yeah, but why? Why do people want to murder the Odbium Tryst?
Well, we're famous in some circles, hated in others. We're known for treasure hunting, and they think that we're arrogant and that we're inferior because we don't kill people willy-nilly. And that makes us worse, or they don't like that we think we're better than them, or something stupid like that.
Do you think you're better than them?
He kind of looks round at the bar, and there's just like chaos. He's like, well.
I mean, yeah, it's fair if you're looking around here.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You lot, mercs.
I don't know what that
sorts.
means, but I'm going to say yes.
You any good?
Yes.
We've done a few jobs. Killed a couple of gods. As you do. Tuesdays.
Couple of gods. Not sure.
So
what
we've
you're
had
talking
some
about.
varied experiences over the past couple of months.
He takes a pull on the pipe and smokes. Talks through the smoke. You lot of the.
You hear about Dustmere?
No, I heard you lot are the ones who dug out the Chasm Pig's place. Tell me about Dustmere then.
We were there.
There was an incident.
Well. He looks at you both, looks back at the table. Would you carry on?
No, I was going to say, do you need our help? Because, like, we're quick at getting shit done, apparently.
We've done basically every job in town. We've
Yeah.
been here 3 days.
All right. Well, would you be interested in more challenging work?
I mean, potentially. I'm not going to speak on behalf of the whole group because we'll have to consult with them. However, it would be good to have the details so that we can make an informed decision. Don't know
Always
why
up.
mine sounds so businesslike today.
We're always
Well,
up for
I have an
something
investment.
interesting.
I do have an investment opportunity.
We're always
I
up
might
for
be
something
reading a business
interesting.
book.
Well, it will be honest work for a cause greater than chasing gold from the pockets of your neighbours. That's what these lot do. Takes another drag on the pipe.
I like back it.
I'm like, not letting them just like slurring it from across the bar.
What these lot do see is they fight over a pot of gold. And what we do is we go and find another pot.
So, like, steal from the rich, give to the poor.
Kind of.
Yeah.
but-
Where I come from, that's called Robin Hood.
Well, we don't just steal, we also hunt out treasure. And that's what this is going to be involving. But we need your help. We need help from serious people who know what they're doing. And,
We're serious people who
We've
know what we're
found
doing.
some treasure along the way.
well, come back to me if you're interested. I'll be here another hour or two.
Oh, we're interested. That's the details.
I thought you wanted to go and speak to you.
Yeah, but I can't go to the lot without
I'm just going to
having
cast
the
a
details.
message. I think we got a job. Come here. To
Well-
whoever's there.
Okay. While you say that, he's like, I'm not going to give you the full details in this in Rippers. But
Okay.
it involves a relatively long job of helping us retrieve something, and if you do well at that, we'll take you on our looks around voyage.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
But
Is it a map?
he sort of stares at you then.
Oh shit! I don't actually. Would I actually
I
know
did
that?
just say
You did,
I
yeah,
gave you
yeah,
the rundown.
Well, that's an interesting comment. Why do you think it's a map? He takes a drag.
We were just talking to some people on our like kind of
Shopping
wander.
day.
Yeah. Oh shit! We were shopping. We spoke to some people. We got some information because we're a bit of a ragtag bunch who sometimes attract lots of different types of people. And one of my friends said that they referenced your crew and a map. And I'm just wondering if that's, if they're, yeah.
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh, please roll.
You got
Did you fail your drink?
Yeah.
Oh, no, you didn't drink.
No, because I've only taken like a
I did.
couple of sips.
Yeah.
What was it, persuasion?
Yeah.
That's a 20, not natural.
Nice one.
Well, I'm going to assume that's a good thing right now, that you are informed. It's concerning to a degree, but hopefully we won't be around much longer to deal with any consequences of that getting out so quick. It involves the map, yes. And that is all I'll be saying. I'm sure you probably know more than I am, than you're letting on.
I'm going to be completely honest with you here. I don't know that much because I stop listening when it starts to get a bit dull. So I heard map and then kind of just started drinking.
Tell you what. And he pulls out a piece of paper, a thin bit of parchment, scribbles something down on it with a quill, and he hands it to you. We'll be here a couple more days. We're interested. And he drinks.
Cool.
Finishes.
I read it.
Stands. I guess as you guys, were you going to approach as well? Okay, so he stands, looks over the rest of you, kind of nods at those of you looking at him, and...
What should we call you, by the way?
Detrius Cabal.
Cool, I'm going to call you Det.
Detrius.
Det. See you later, Det.
Detritus.
Right. Okay. And he walks through.
Waving.
No one really moves for him, so he kind of has to like weave through. He gets barged a couple of times. He just takes it, and yeah, you have a little note, and he is gone.
What does the note say, really quick?
The note says,
Sort of.
the Odmium is interested in your services. Go to the outermost jetty on the old quay at dawn.
So early. You've made it lunchtime.
Yeah, why can't it be a
Noon.
social time?
That's not cool.
That's cooler.
Lunchtime.
Cool, I just go sit back at the table
Supper. Yeah.
and relay information.
In a time that you're gone, I just go up to Freya. And it's just the most sheepish apology ever. So I'm like looking away and looking at the floor.
Oh.
Freya, I'm sorry I called you an acquaintance.
Really hurt me, Eugene.
So Moxie, let's
Moments, yeah.
How would you feel if I called you an acquaintance?
Well,
Singled you out amongst
I suppose it's
everyone?
mutual.
You know
I don't
what,
want it to be.
Eugene? It
No,
wasn't-
I don't want. I want to be your friend. I just need a bit more time.
Why do you need more time for
Because
me
I
than
just-
everyone else?
Because I don't. There's just been a few things I haven't been sure on.
Well,
Just because I thought I had some things figured out and it wasn't right, and I just don't know if I trust you as much. Because I'm just looking at the floor, really sort of like a kid being told off by a parent. I don't.
what about me are you questioning? And I'll try and answer, but I'll be honest, I don't know all the answers about myself at the moment.
That's fair enough. But I, as a cleric, there's just things I don't understand because the other clerics I've seen don't act in the same way, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's just you don't seem very clericy.
Well, that is tricky to answer. I am a cleric, Eugene. Or kind of a cleric. No, I am a cleric.
This is what I mean.
I'm just not I'm not an Empire cleric anymore.
But that's what I thought. Just because you're from the Empire, I thought we would be a little bit similar, and just because we're not, it just threw me by surprise, I guess. And that's not a bad thing. Just give you some time, and I'm sure. I mean, I did kind of mean it as a joke in a way, but like Moxie's been teaching me these jokes, so it's Moxie's fault.
on the back of the head.
Who did this?
I didn't.
No, it was
We're not
my.
listening, sorry, it's a private moment. Just ignore me slapping my sister.
Staring daggers at Eugene right now.
No,
Oh,
it's,
no, there's another rift forming.
it's going to be all the equations. No, I'm joking. I am sorry, Freya.
Okay. Well,
We should
I
try
have
to do some things together.
we should hang out.
We should head out in a
We should
non-work
bond. Do
capacity.
you know what's really funny is it's always you two going off together.
Oh, it is actually. Shit.
All the times I killed you.
But you did stab my finger with a mace. But I asked you, but with a mace, it felt like you were trying to attack me.
I did it very gently, Eugene.
It hurt.
needed it to open the lexicon, you asshole. You had to break the skin, Eugene.
I know, but I didn't like
You
it.
know what?
But I did
I'm
ask, so I'm not
sorry.
blaming you for that. No.
I'm
You don't.
sorry for
You
brutally
don't.
attacking you with my face.
No, don't apologise for something I asked. When I saw the mace, I got very scared.
Truce.
This doesn't need to be a truce.
Hold my hand down.
I just need to, I suppose, try a bit more to understand things from your point of
Okay,
view.
well, how about anytime you have a question about me, I will try and answer it. A direct question that's not confusing.
I suppose you can ask about me as well if you like.
Sure. It's really. There's a little. Awkward
We're really
silence.
awkward.
I was just waiting for
Like-
a question.
So, Juness,
Yes.
why?
Why?
Oh!
Do you know why?
Just
Well, because, I mean, you have to follow the family religion, right?
oh, fair enough.
When you grow up and everyone around you follows one god, it's kind of like the one you follow for a bit until that god maybe doesn't answer you anymore and maybe someone else answers you for a bit.
Would you like a beer?
I would like a beer.
You're the one that she pushed away.
No. I get a good one. I get one of the bottles.
Oh, okay. You've got a
You
choice.
still do that. You're doing that while I'm just like, there
Yeah,
you
fair
go,
enough.
there's the shit beer.
There's the gallon.
Can I drink the entire thing?
The gallon.
The gallon of
Oh, okay, of the bottle. Yeah, it's strong, so roll a con save.
Okay.
And it tastes real good.
This is one of the banana ones.
Yeah,
You want to fill this one.
it's a banana lager.
It's a 6.
Yes, you feel that one very much. The banana lager goes down.
It's literally called banana.
Yeah.
Banana lager.
And you have advantage on your charisma checks. You're tipsy.
Do you have any more questions?
No, it's okay. I don't want to make you
Maybe
uncomfortable.
sometimes when you're a kid, you accidentally call down a god to help you in a storm.
I did not expect this. That sounds interesting.
And maybe after that, it's like the other god can't hear you anymore.
Do you want a hug, Freya? I throw her a big hug from a little guy.
I am a real cleric.
How many people are looking
You're a cleric.
around?
Yeah, they're kind of a couple shuffling further away.
I'm crying too. You're a cleric.
I'm sorry I doubted you.
You're a really holy cleric.
I don't know why my
Your faith
magic's so
inspires me. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
Just confuse it.
It's so confusing, Eugene.
I don't think we were the ones drawing the weird looks, Ahmaya.
Yeah, you guys come back into this, so you're just gonna stand in there like, oh.
How much did they drink the time we were gone? Not enough for this.
No, I think it's us that didn't drink enough.
Yeah, they're just still hugging.
Sobbing, hugging.
I'll take this moment to cast Prestidigitation on the back of Eugene that says, "Kick me."
Yeah, and the I guess ink or whatever.
But
it
it's
was
just a
you drew.
magic mark. You
Oh
know?
right,
I
yeah,
see
it
it.
fades. Nah.
It
You're too
stays there for an hour.
Oh.
or until I drop
Yeah,
it.
so they're hugging real tight, and on Eugene's back, the kick me just disappears, but they're still hugging and sobbing.
If I see the kick me, I kick Eugene.
You see it disappear.
No, it stays there for an hour
Oh.
until I drop it.
I was
thought
like,
you
I don't want
dropped
that to happen. I'm going to rewrite this.
I thought you dropped it.
No, that was the moment I
Unless-
took to cast it on him.
I see. Yeah.
in
So
this tender moment.
I don't feel anything. Like I'm not.
I don't
no.
like when I do like a running kick. I just like kick him.
Yeah, so you kick him.
I'm quite small, so kick him.
Yeah, he's sat on a
you can
bench.
pretty much hit me anywhere.
They're sat on a bench hugging each other, and you just kick him.
I'm doing
Do I
what he
fall
told me
down
to.
or what happens?
What, in the leg?
No, just like
In the
a
butt.
little like
You just nudge him with your foot.
on the upper back. Yeah.
All right.
It's probably
I
about.
fall to the floor.
Eugene, you alright?
Who kicked me?
I was just doing what the sign said.
What sign?
It's gone.
Why don't be
No,
a
it's
sign?
gone.
Kick me.
It said kick me on your back.
That's a horrible thing to do.
Regina?
I thought we were friends.
We are friends.
I go back to hugging Freya.
Regina?
Freya was my Ahmaya doesn't like me anymore.
Oh, Eugene's
Eugene.
okay.
I stick my tongue out at you.
It's Moxie, being a little brat.
I punch Moxie.
Roll an attack.
That is a natural 18.
Is it worth it?
It's only one, I think, because you haven't got any skill whatsoever. So it's
No.
just one damage.
1 damage.
A single.
It's 1 point of bludgeoning.
Ow. But okay, that maybe I deserve that.
I've never hit anyone before. I'm sorry.
You did kill a man.
Can I have? Oh yes, I did.
You did choke slam that orc.
Well, maybe, but yeah, beer. Calm down.
I'll tear Ripper's nipple off.
Stop speaking, Ora.
So what did
I cry.
have to say for himself?
Oh yeah. Yes, that man we were talking to.
I want to see my brother.
It seems their job and the job you found were related. He was surprised we knew about that.
Well,
And
yeah, of
worried.
course it's
slide-
related. The job that I was given was to go and get the map and kill the entire crew. That I was saying quietly. That was just me being frustrated.
Podcast voice.
I pass you the note, and then I go to whisper in your ear. He said that he needs us to find something, and I said, "Is that a map?" And he went. So, and this is still whispered, like in Sentinel or like this, so no one else can hear. So they don't have the map. They want a map.
He didn't say that.
He didn't say that.
No, but
He said it involves a map, but he wants you to get.
They.
He
Okay.
said it involves a map, but they have a job for you to find something for them.
oh, okay. So Ahmaya has misunderstood this, so I'm going to relay it.
Oops.
As Ahmaya has understood it. Ahmaya thinks that they want us to find the map. So I think that they don't have the map that the Lemures think that they have.
Oh god.
I'm gonna get my book. Well, no, I'm not. I'm gonna be like, look. The Lemures said that they've already got the map. They've already stolen the map.
We
And
can
that's
play the
already-
field.
Well, the problem is at any point, like, the Lemures were never our friend. They never were. They did some shady shit anyway. But we're out of friends in Dustmere. Like, if we go against the Lemures, now that's fucking us and what we're going home to. I don't really want to massively fuck over the Lemures by being like, no, we're not gonna, like, if we just don't do the job, then we don't do the job. It doesn't matter. It's 1,000 gold. If we go and
It's
do
1,000 gold. What?
Between all of us.
Oh yeah, you didn't know that. Steve didn't know that either.
Like, okay, it's 1,000 gold.
We can
But we're
make
gonna
gold
go and
otherwise.
wipe out a crew and do a map. The Lemures are also absolute jerks. Did you tell me what the kid said?
Yes, I would. Yeah.
He told us not to do it anyway. Sounds like she's a fucking nutter. She looks like a fucking nutter.
So we don't do the job, and then we just really quietly join up with the other guys because they seem nice.
But do they seem nice? Because also that's a fucking ruins our reputation. Because we can't come in Rippers again if anyone finds out that we went and worked with them.
Yeah, but
And if the Lemures find out that rather than going to do the job that they asked, like, if that's what we want to do, that's fine. But I'm just saying, like, there's either way like, I am fucked.
What if the son replaced the mother?
Well,
in-
that's kind of what I think he's either angling towards. I want to talk to him again because he's a lot like we were.
What if he wants in on? the
Well,
operation?
we need to ask him. He doesn't know what the. Well, I'm assuming he doesn't know what the job was that we got offered. Sounds like they're just doing any any job for the Empire.
If we had a guy on the inside and the job was to steal a map.
She could be a loose crossbow and
I said
hire
2
anyone.
Hand you
And
a
they
bag.
take the job
Strike
and
it.
they do steal this map. We don't know what it relates to, but if we're on the inside with the crew and it's something bad, we can remove it from the equation for both sides.
The
and
other thing
destroy it.
is, like, if it's going to be a voyage, that implies a long time. We still have things to do in Delnori, right? We've got to deal with Crissaphaene, whatever bullshit.
We've
that
got
is.
until the morning. He said they're not leaving for another couple of days.
Yeah.
And we've been ruthlessly efficient while we've been here.
Exactly.
Well,
Apart from yesterday.
I've been
today.
kind of just watching a lot of this.
Oh, hi.
How's
Who
the
are you?
fish?
Oh, you're here.
I probably won't. Join you on. Look, I've been doing a bit of reflecting, and I'll join you if it's not like real bad. But maybe we should find out what these. Okay, look, looks around. I wouldn't work for anyone in here, but he didn't like it in here. And he seemed to think that they were a bit better. I say we hear the job, but that's mainly because if it's bad, I won't do it. But if it's okay, I might.
I mean, if it's bad, we won't do it. I'm sure.
Well, you guys are
Or
nuts,
if it's really
so-
bad, we might do it to stop it being bad.
Anyway, I'll.
I mean, you do speak some sense for once.
It's all that
fucking
time
trying-
tied up yesterday.
Ora was saying you were tied up with something.
I got some rope, by the way.
Wait. I mean,
I don't know what they're talking about.
okay. Thanks. I'll take the rope. I think with that, we'll end today's session. Thanks for joining us. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram and listen to us wherever you get your podcasts.